I touched the button. I did it. I can't blame anyone but myself. I got my pretzels. Right? I got my ice. I was sitting down. Gonna find a movie up there or back here. I was gonna do something with myself, right? And then I thought, well, I'm gonna close these down, but then I couldn't help it, and I touched the button. Touched the button. But I'm gonna make this pretty quick, so I don't know if there's really any need to turn chat or anything on. I think we'll just go with this. I touched the damn button, and it's all my fault. But save the Dawn Bungles everything audience a little bit. Oh, look, chat is on, I guess. So, anyway, save everybody some trouble and to answer Goofy's questions over here, so maybe he'll finally shut the fuck up and get a clue. He's real bad at everything. So, anyway, let's all listen. You want to? We're gonna do this swift and clean for him.
And we're getting, I guess, a little bit of the effects of the hurricane. So, hey, it feels good to me. Hope y'all are doing good. Thanks for tuning in. So, what we're going to talk about today is got some more questions. Told you we talked a little bit this week about David Dodson and all that stuff. So, again, why was I've got some questions. Why do you think out of all the members of that church, why do you think David Dodson and why do you think David Dodson? Out of all them people at the church, why is it David that takes the kids putt-putting while Don and Candace goes probably to Greenville or somewhere and takes their polygraph test, right? I got a lot of questions in today's video.
Okay, so we're gonna answer this one pretty quick. The church people doing photo ops with the children playing putt-putt is good publicity for Dawn and Candace, and that's the little church image up, right? And also, at least it was a good human being doing something for the boys because they wanted to. So I think we've pretty well answered that, because, we do know that Dawn has been using the religious thing immediately after Summer vanished, much like he has every time he's ever gotten in trouble in his whole life. Something's went wrong, prison, jail, whatever, right? Crack runs, known thing. Summer vanishes, they're like, oh shit, we just ain't gotta start believing, we gotta get the church members here stat as a buffer. And so maybe some mail by horse shit will be even more whatever. Anyway, later on it makes a better photo op to have all your church people out with your boys, doesn't it? On the day you're taking polygraphs. And then to release those photos publicly. Hey, alright, I think we've answered that. Carrying on.
Video guys, so you might want to get your notebook out and write these down. And
no, you probably don't, but whatever y'all want to do.
See how many of them you can answer. Just tell me what your answer would be,
Carrying on.
So I got a lot of questions in this video. And but the Summer Wells case is nothing but questions. I'm sure that the police know more than we do, but when it comes to the Summer Wells case, us, the public, we still have, I'm sure the police have some more questions, but we have a lot of questions.
Faith and Family has the family shows you love.
Got our attention.
Like Hudson and Rex. It's a show for all ages.
So, and So David Dodson appeared at the church not long before Summer disappeared, and then he left the church not long after she disappeared.
Oh gosh.
Not saying he's involved or anything, but I'm just saying, why is it?
Nah, no, you're giving Pebble drop that he's involved. You're trying to make him look sus. Anybody but Candace and Dawn, eh? Dawn. Anyway, carrying on.
Right? Another question. Oh, speaking of the polygraph.
I'll probably answer that one too, though. He was supposed to be the PR rep. We talked about this in my live. We've talked about this many times. And then I also realized what the fuck he was dealing with and got the hell out of Dodge. I can't say anybody wouldn't do the same. Carrying on. No need for a notebook, see?
Dawn and Candace took. Why?
Hold on.
Candace took. Another question. Oh, speaking of the polygraphs Dawn and Candace took, why did they give Dawn and Candace a polygraph test? To me, it makes it sound like the police, just to even want to give them a polygraph test, it sounds to me like the police didn't believe a thing they were saying, or else they wouldn't have needed to give them one, you know what I'm saying? So, if Summer was abducted, why would the police feel the need to, as Candace would say, throw her in the back of a police car? I think that's what she told Hunter. And why would they feel the need to even give Dawn and Candace a polygraph test?
So get this. This is also what C&D told us about why Candace couldn't pass her first ones, because first night, some agents up there screaming in her fucking face, and she was too fucking upset to pass it and failed it, but then she runs to Hunter going, why'd I fail it? What'd you tell those police? So yeah, it really sounds like she failed because she was upset. But then also they tell Dodson they fell a bunch of them, whatever, and then Don's story is he fell asleep on his. Then later on it becomes that Candace, both of them fell asleep. I think I played that clip there. I can't remember, but yeah. At one point it said both fall asleep because they both been up for days searching and such. But also let's keep in mind that they both said they weren't allowed to search. So whatever, bro. Carry on.
Another question.
His main question here, though, is why did police feel like they needed to give him polygraphs in the first place? La la la. Okay.
Why are the police, another question, why are the police stating that Dawn and Candace are not cooperating with the investigation?
Maybe because they weren't. Much like they told us in person they wouldn't be cooperating with Hawkins anymore. Especially after they were asked for more polygraphs, even after they eventually passed the first one, yeah. Feds only, they said. But then months later, and receipts I've thrown up where Candace is like, police aren't telling us, as in Dawn and her or Grandis, anything about Summer's case. So it seems like it's sort of a mutual thing, like, I don't know. Carry on.
Alright. So now, another question. David Dodson and Robin shows up June 15th. David Dodson made a statement on Unmasked when he done an interview with them, because someone did send me the video clip of it. So David Dodson did make a statement that Candace showed him a video of the kids in summer swimming at the swim hole, the horse pond, and the people at the Unmasked channel, they made sure to ask him, did Candace tell you that was a video from the day she went missing? And he said yes. So,
and this is where I'm going to recommend that Don B start looking for other materials from Dodson to combine with that, including not just Dodson, but others around Candace and Dawn that know about this video situation and otherwise, and what others have said surrounding it. But nope, we didn't do that. Carry on.
someone's got some explaining to do. Hunter's got some explaining to do. Hunter is saying that it was just him, Candace, Grandis, and Summer. Well, Candace showed David Dodson a video of Summer and the boys swimming and said it was from the day that she went missing.
It's really a Dawn B specialty. Putting suspicion on all the children and him being entirely way too obsessed with all of our children. All the time. Hunting them down, their locations, where they might be, making them look sus. What is up with this dude? Carrying on.
So what is it? What is it? I mean, people's got some explaining to do. So this brings Hunter back into the equation.
No, Don B, you bring him back into the equation because you watched the clip and you're a whole ass fucking moron, and, well, a true detective you're not, bro. But, nope, and apparently you don't even go around gathering all the things. You had to wait on a clip, and then you wrongly put more speculation back on Hunter as a suspect, not caring about his life, how it starts, the rumors around him, how hard it's going to be anyway as he's getting older, trying to start living young adult life. Nope, you ain't give a shit about any of that, though. Glad you could make your 5-minute ShamWow video today, asshole. Hold on just a minute, there's more.
Right? I mean, if David Dodson is saying the boys went swimming with him that day.
But that's not what David Dodson said.
Ready, set, get to.
David said he was shown a video by Candace late that evening.
They didn't. It was just him, Candace, Summer, and Grandis. Somebody's lying. And again, see, this is why I'd like to talk. This is why I'd like to talk to David Dodson again, because now, you know, given all this time that's passed, you know, now that he's also had time to reflect on everything, you know, what would he say? I mean, you know, what's his feelings on the whole thing? You know, all that stuff. So. I figured he'd reach out to me, but
So that's your clue.
Don't know if he will, but I mean he doesn't. I figured he'd reach out to me now, but don't know if he will, but I mean he doesn't.
That's your first clue that Don B's harassing fucking Dodson for an interview to talk to him to do whatever. Well, I figured he doesn't reach out to me by now.
Interview with them, but there again, you know.
Yeah, he did an interview with them and early on, because he was kind of supposed to be, like, I don't know, he probably thought Candace and Dom were something else other than what they were. It seems like he probably figured that out pretty quick that they weren't. And then he got the hell out of Dodge. And then also he was out here dropping too many truths, and I think he got fired as the rep. So anyway, you should probably see all of that and on clip for him.
I wonder if when he done the interview with Unmasked 2 years ago, if he knew his statement, David Dodson's statement, that Candace showed him the video of the boys swimming with Summer the day she went missing. I wonder if he knew that Hunter was going to refute that. You know what I mean? He didn't know what.
Hunter had already, Hunter didn't refute. Don B's a fucking moron. You can't fix this level of fucking stupid. Or lazy.
What Hunter was going to say. Right? So why would Hunter say that it was just him, Candace, and Grandis and Summer? Weird.
Because it was. Not weird.
Weird. So this brings Hunter back into the equation.
No, it doesn't. You just did, though. To thousands and thousands of people around the world wrongly. Falsely slandering him, putting suspicion on him. You know, much like you do all children around here. Carrying on.
Well, he's always been part of the equation, but the magnifying glass is sliding back over onto Hunter.
And the smirk and the joy and the glee that this guy's face shows when he says that. Not just about Hunter, but any of the children around this. This guy has a real problem. Okay? A real problem. And that he even has the audacity to hold that smirk when he's such a moron. And that he's spreading his idiocy. It's something to behold. It's like a dumb fucking dog locked up in a pack of 20 dumb bitches. You can't get them separated with salt or water or anything. He's very pleased with himself. All the time.
Right? And another thing I want to talk about today. I'm sitting here looking at a picture of Candace and Robin and Robin's little daughter, little girl.
Of course he is. Of course he's sitting there looking at a picture of Candace and Robin's little girl. And wondering about another child.
At the fair.
At the fair. Most of those images are gone offline, so where did Don B get this one from? And why is he staring at it? And at the fair, and bringing it back up so other people go hunt it down, so it keeps an innocent child's image out online somehow, and people wondering about her. I don't know. You know, these advocates for children and all, they don't care if they put other children in danger. It's kind of his thing, anyway. Hunt them down.
Now, it's my understanding that they went there to see maybe if someone who had Summer would have brought Summer there, right? Well,
Actually, eventually, they said they were there to do whatever, to look for something, but it really seemed like they were just enjoying the fair. I don't think flyers were handed out either. I don't know. Whole thing. I think it was Candace wanted to go to the fair, really, is what it was. So anyway, carrying on.
well, let me back up. I got another question.
Okay.
Is Robin Lane the only person in that church that continues to expose her child, to Candace, right?
Y'all seen Don B do a piece on Ziggy taking little Ziggy to the hill to hang out, or any of these other creators who have taken their kids such a... Have you seen it? Has he been hyper fixated on those children as he put out pieces? As he stared at their photos, hunted those children down, made them look sus, like bad parents, whatever, you know, like Ziggy. Has he done this? No. Alright then, what the fuck is this? Yeah, that's what I thought. So anyway, I'm just not even going to carry on with this line of horse shit, but I am going to answer all these little questions for him. Because everything's here online if you look for it. It's pretty well known that Candace was showing a video that first night, including to Dotson and everybody else pretty late in the evening, and police trying to make them think in a way that the boys had not been left there all day alone and weren't even present. We were all asked about certain shit too, and asked, well, why in the fuck did Candace try to lie and say the boys weren't here at all, and they were with her? And then why were they giving out the wrong photos for Summer that first night to be looking for? And why did we have to, wait, why were they trying to make Dodson think that with the video and others that the kids had not been left alone but were with them? And they were showing videos of other days when they'd all been swimming together. I don't know, that could all lead into the reason nothing was believed by the end of that night and people were facing polygraphs. See? No notebook required, Don B. None. It's all here. It's all here on the interwebs. From those in and around Candace and Don, including Candace and Don themselves. Yeah. Could be it. Alright, so I think we're done with Don B today. I don't even want to know what the rest of the 10 minutes of this garbage is. You can bet you probably don't need a notebook for it. Anyway, that's where I'm at. A knob jockey. Vampy, I do not have an email I give out publicly because of the amount of hacking we go through. Most people know they can get hold of me on Messenger, but generally that's only if you've had contact prior. And then other days it depends on whether I get a message around here on which account anyway. And depending on when certain people want to release them or they've not gotten them first or accepted them, and I even know they exist. Like I said, hackers, they do love to swim around here. Anyway. So, yeah. I think we've covered Don B's questions for the day, all the main ones. I'm not even going to go wherever the hell he's trying to go with staring at Robin's child. Trying to get attention on another innocent kid and questioning Robin's parenting, but you don't see him doing a video of Ziggy's. Hell, she even had a little Ziggy around Fred and Laura. So no, Hunter ain't sus. Hunter didn't refute David's anything. It's because Candace and Don were lying about the boys being alone and trying to hide that fact. And they were showing all the wrong pictures and all the wrong vids on purpose to people. Could lead right back into why they got a goddamn polygraph from the rest of us, even if we beg or try to pay for it ourselves can't. So, there's that. And then by day 2, Candace is recording about the scream from the neighbor or whatever, right? It shows immediately almost that they turn to YouTube, not really to help with summer, but to go, oh shit. Oh shit, we've done been slammed into cop cars and shit's going south real quick, even with us adding Dodson and Robin to the mix and Candace running down or whatever. And then later on, you'll hear Candace and Dom both lie about how long later they knew about the scream, all these other things were told. But I mean, they just lie about everything. But yeah, they and YouTube met and social media very quickly and decided, wait a minute. Right? Yeah, because their shit first day in, is my assumption, but yeah, it was pretty quick after that. They were using social media for everything except looking for summer. They did come on here with a bunch of lies, though, much like they were lying in person on the 15th to everybody, including law enforcement. And Dotson and Robin and, well, everybody in between. Much like they continue to do. Right? And targeting everybody falsely like they've been doing since day one. And using this place to expand it. And well done, B, you're helping them with it when you're casting suspicion and making Hunter look sus and looking at Robin's daughter and her at the fair, because that's needed. And whenever my Dotson won't talk to you, I don't know, y'all ever notice Don B's the only one that can't really truly get interviews with anybody? The only way this dude gets anywhere near anybody is by having us stalked, or by him stalking all of us, or by inserting people inside of actual properties, much like he did Candace and Dawn's basement, and getting information that way. Why is it Don B's the only one that can't get a fucking goddamn interview with anybody? Wonder why. I think really the only one dumb enough to speak with him at this point's been Monster on the phone. And he was like, oh yeah, he says he's real sorry, he did real bad things. Dude's gross. Anyway, I really don't need this cigarette. It's a possibility. Sorry. I was thinking on B and D, and it's one of those days. And so yeah, I think we've covered all the bases for Don. I don't think he has any more questions. It looks like he has about 10 minutes of them. I'm gonna pass save us all our lives here today. Hopefully the next 10 minutes isn't filled with more him staring at, concentrating on, or obsessed with one of our children around this. Make them all look sus, or like we're sus, or somebody's sus, based off a clip. That's nice. Or a picture he somehow has, but it's supposed to have been scrubbed off the internet for legal reasons. There's a reason this man's been one of the only ones in this fucking case to be taken to court. So far. There really is. And it ain't because he's good at this. It's because there's something wrong with this dude. And that he hunts down our children, that's all he's... It's just... And combine that with shit he said about the boys online. He's starting to give me a vibe, y'all. Seriously. I'm not gonna like this cigarette. Alright. Y'all... I promise. I'm gonna go back to my pretzels. Fucking movie. Hanging out. I'm not gonna touch any more buttons. I'm not gonna touch any more buttons. I'm not gonna touch any more buttons. And these pretzels suck, though. I'll be real honest with that. I do have my chocolates from Paris out there. I may eat those. And I have like 9 gallons of fucking ice cream and 93 cabinets full of fucking snacks. I don't know why I'm bitching about pretzels. Probably because I can. These are not that tasty. And honestly, I think I have pretzel rods over there and all kinds of different things I could melt down and make my own that would be way better than these. These aren't very tasty. The pretzels aren't salty enough. Okay, now I'm just bitching. I do absolutely think Summer will be found, and the person in person is responsible. Yes, absolutely. Those are pretty good, Tupelo. I'll give you that. Those from Sonic, but they're only like this big. And I'm sorry, but their pricing, I could go to that Annie's pretzel place, man. Get a giant pretzel for the same price Sonic's are charging for their bullshit pretzels. They ain't no need to be charged that much for a damn soft pretzel. I like the honey mustard Snyder's bits, but these chocolate covered pretzels. Anyway, I'm gonna probably try to find a new snack. Those aren't that tasty. They're not doing it for me. One of those days. I don't know. I'm not really a pretzel fan unless it's covered in something where I can dip it. So. Otherwise, just everybody can miss me with pretzels. I don't know. I'm just in one of those moods. Can't taste anything. I felt so sick tonight. I'm just happy to be alive today. Still. It's a really rough night. So anyway, I just can't get whatever the hell I'm wanting. Anyway, I'm getting off here. I just watched too short. Man. Yeah, so I think I just saved us all a little bit from that garbage today. And we hopefully answered Don B's questions so that maybe he'll revisit this the next time he wants to go down targeting children lane based on a clip and staring at Robin's daughter and doing weird shit. Freak. Anyway, y'all, I'm not, Debbie. I've not eaten the chocolates from Parachute. I've not done it, okay. I might, though. I was thinking about the other night during a storm. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go eat the whole box. And then I didn't. Because then by the time the storm hit and timing lined up, I was like, wasn't in the mood anymore. Ooh, that sounds good too. I don't know. Somewhere between. See now, y'all. I don't know. It's getting later in the evening. It is almost dinner time. I just want a snack though, and movie first. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here for now. I'm gonna try not to touch any more buttons while I stay high fashion. Alright. Y'all share Summer's picture, image, call her by her name. Alright. Share info from LETBI. Investigative journalists, on the ground journalists, as in local true journalists, etc. Alright. None of this true crime shit, no jail or shit. Alright. And please share out the DV/Universal hand signal for help. Okay. I'm out. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy your cucumber salads, storms, pebbles, light, the whole nine. Whatever song, movie suits your soul. Book this evening. Pretzel rods, Paris chocolates. You do your thing. Do something today that makes you happy. Stay safe. Alright. Anyway, I'm not gonna touch any more buttons. Oh, God. Alright. Y'all have a good one.